What's up guys, Metal Hydra 273 here, and today we'll be analyzing the last ranked game of the season that I played to secure Challenger. Right off the bat, we're going to head to the Tribush top lane because we're red side. I like doing this almost every game just to watch out for invades, especially since they have Olaf and Jhin here. So lo and behold, they are going to invade. The reason I put that ward down is so you don't have to stand there as a top laner, however some people do anyway, and because of that, Camille had to start E. Now the problem with that is that Olaf and Graves are very good level 1 champions in terms of damage. I'm going to back for the Oracles here, but they're going to be able to just invade here because we don't have much kill pressure anymore. Obviously, Skarner is a very strong level 1 champion, however not as strong as Olaf, and Camille is starting E here. So we can't actually contest this at all. They're able to just walk in here for free. And as much as I'd like to stay around here, try and find a smite play, I just have to cut my losses. I'm not going to blow the game on a potential... I'm not going to waste any time. I don't want to accidentally die or anything. So I'm just going to have to cut my losses, head straight to blue buff, start over here. Bit of a scuff start. Olaf is going to be taking away 2 camps. Obviously I know my Raptors are at least gone, maybe even my Krugs, but he's going to show in the mid lane, head right down to his red buff, make sure I'm not stealing it. Not that I could anyway, I'm Skarner. You don't have the Spires, I have to take one, and that take a lot of time. So yeah, I'm going to have to just play with my hand gives me here. See if I can come back on the map somehow, just like keep up with Olaf. It's very hard because even just a 2 camp advantage is enough for him to snowball the crap out of the game. It's Olaf. It's just what he does. So I'm just, instead of going to this side, he kind of wants me to go here because obviously he's paddling towards the Scuttle Crab. I don't want to contest him. I don't want to I know my Raptors are gone. There's no reason for it. And even if I wanted Krugs, I mean, I'd rather just sequence my camps, as you'll see in a bit. Instead, I'm just going to get Predator boots like I always do after the 3rd camp. In the middle of my first career, I like to back to get that. Just make sure I can impact the map however much I can if I want to. Let me just zoom out here. Anyway, while I'm doing that, there we go. Yeah, so instead of contesting the Scuttle, obviously it's going to be gone. I can't go anywhere near Olaf for the time being. So I'm just going to take this Scuttle Crab instead. And maybe we can look bot if possible. Yeah, and at this point, I'm just going to head up to my Krugs. I didn't see anything. By the time I finish my Krugs, my Raptors will be back up, and I can sequence that all just nicely. I can't waste any time at this point. I need to get as much farm as I can to keep up with the luck. Just a bit about the picks here. They're kind of shoving out with Jhin Janna here, which is a bit of a mistake in my opinion. Well, more is a fact because we have Yoan EDC, and this is a melee champion obviously, so with Olaf being as strong as he is, if you just stay in this area, you can just set up ganks for him. Or if you are going to be pushing up, you want to be able to roam with Olaf maybe, or just increase your pressure about the map, because he's giving you a good chance to win just by how he started off and putting me down. Double if it's actually hovering other champions aside from Jhin, maybe more DPS like Science, for example. And I'm really glad he picked Jhin because I'm on another team. Looking at their comp, it's really hard for anyone to really get on these if they set up first. A lot of damage from Olaf and Cassiopeia, and then Graves is still Graves on top of that. So having a heavy DPS ADC on top of that would just make it even harder to just walk in. However, because they have Jhin, I can actually just run at him if he's alone. We're going to see Olaf in the bot lane. Obviously he's going to go for this Gromp, but I need to get it myself, so I'm going to take this 50-50. Janna's not going with him. They're pushing up. They're fighting in the bot lane. My bot lane is with me. Olaf is going to win the Smite War. He's going to take away the Gromp. However, I'm going to try and kill him as response. However, he just had so much damage that I'm going to get bursted out here, have to flash, and he's actually going to kill me. So, actually not really rough start for me. Olaf already has a kill on me. He has close to double my farm. He's taken 3 camps away. It's just looking really bad, so I kind of have to find a chance to make something happen here. So I'm just going to keep farming as much as I can. Soul lanes getting ahead is paramount for my team. I cannot afford Cassiopeia and Grace to be ahead as well as this Olaf. I need someone to be able to get onto. So I fed Cassiopeia would just make it way too hard. She can just slow me down. She can burst. Stop with R maybe. I see Olaf mid, and I know Scuttle's coming up, so I'm predicting that he's gonna walk over here, and that's exactly what he does. So I find it open to sneak the dragon here with my 2 smite charges. And this is really big because it's giving me some leverage on him in terms of like a way for my team to get ahead through the jungle. Because if he's like out getting more kills and ganks off and out farming me, I have to find some way to get myself back in the game. And doing so through objectives is a one potential way to do that. I'm going to look for the bot gank immediately afterwards. Not going to result in much. They're going to know about that obviously after I just took dragon. However, Jin's looking over here because I'm in this area, so going to give Yon an opening to get onto Janna there and force some sums. And I'm going to take away the pink ward. So overall, not too bad. However, Camille is kind of a sticky situation with Olaf in the top side. Going to be able to take her down, and all my camps are up in the top side, so that's even more camps for Olaf to take away from me. I'm kind of hoping that he's on my red. I want Orianna to come, but he's not actually going to be there. So a little interesting in my opinion that he didn't go straight for red, but he decided just to take Krugs and then hope that while I'm on red, maybe he goes mid, which isn't a bad plan actually. But however, he doesn't really see anything in. Orianna just gets the wave in quicker, fast enough. He's not going to run her down without ult. So instead, he's actually going to sneak away these Raptors while I'm still in red, using that timer to just deny me something. And it's actually really big because he manages to sneak this one away from me, and I don't even notice it. I think it's gone. So at this point, he just took like 3 camps from me. Basically, he's ruined my Raptor timer. So by the time I get back over there with the Krugs, I'm going to lose all those Raptors we've gotten otherwise. However, we are trading kills around the map. Camille is getting solo kills. Traded a kill in the bot lane. So there is some gold going on to my carries, but I have to find a way to stop the bleeding here. And there's really not too much I can do outside of just farm and take the small victories, because I'm not going to win in terms of like countering Olaf's ganks. So what I have to do is just take as much farm as I can and keep myself in the game that way, keep myself afloat. So I'm going to be doing that a lot through just getting to objectives first. Scuttle Crab, for example, I'm able to get there first. I'm able to take that away, get another camp for me that Olaf can't get. And at this point, I'm kind of just like looking around the map to see what's possible for me to gank. Is there an opening for me to make something happen? And something is going to come into play when Graves ganks this Orianna here. He does not have the damage to kill her. She has phase rush. She's easily able to get out. And now I'm in the area with Zerathop. However, Cassiopeia is going to flash R onto the Orianna, get enough damage off the killer. However, I'm going to punish that with my my own ult and take this wave as well. So a bit of extra money into my pockets, just taking as much as I can. That realistically makes sense for me to do so. You're going to see me have to take the Raptors there, kind of cope. Lost another full camp basically to Olaf. Camille's going to solo kill Graves again, however Olaf is going to force her to give the shutdown to Graves. So just a lot more trading going out between our teams. And at this point, it's not really great for us because we're giving up stuff like shutdowns and just like we're just not able to find advantages here, which is kind of rough for us if we're trying to if we're just getting like out jungled like this. So second dragon's coming up. I need to be around for that. I do take this top wave because it was pushing in. Camille did not have teleport, so I'm able to get that. However, Olaf gets a kill in the mid lane to respond. So he's able to just like keep stacking gold on me. He has about over 1,000 gold lead onto me right now. But I'm going to be looking for the second dragon here. He was chunked out by the Orianna. Decided to go back to his topside camps. And because he was chunked out, I have a bit of timer there. My bot lane did get the back off first. And theirs isn't going to be there in time. So we have all the prio in the world to get this dragon. And we're going to be setting up the second dragon. So a win con is in the works to get Infernal Soul here through pure objective play, just being able to find openings to get these dragons despite how strong Olaf is. And now I'm just going to continue farming. A lot of my camps are coming up. Rift Herald is still on the board. We see Olaf at this point. We know he's bot lane. So I'm gonna try and look to threaten the Rift Herald here, not necessarily take it, just because I don't really know where Olaf's gonna go right now, because he's not buying anymore. So I'm gonna take this fire in case they, because I don't want to be doing it while if Olaf's off the map, because he could just come and kill me. I might not be able to do it fast enough. However, we're gonna catch a bit of a break here if you count my dot being dived a break, because Olaf's gonna show over here. I know I don't have enough time. 14 minutes is right around the corner. I can't do Krugs. I have to go straight there and just burst this down as fast as possible, because I need to make something else happen on the other side of the map if Olaf's doing this. I need to do some kind of trading, or else we're just gonna lose all momentum. So what I'm gonna do is take the Rift Herald here, immediately place it top. Graves does not have a minion wave to stop this, not from this angle at very least. I'm gonna take away this pink ward, just threaten him a little bit. He does not want any part of this. He wants to make sure Olaf's dive bot was unpunished. However, he's going to fail to realize a few things. First of all, he doesn't kill this in time. Second of all, I didn't leave yet. I just popped Predator. I still have Predator up for a little bit, and now I'm on this side of the map. Camille is Camille. She's just going to jump in on him. So we're going to just pull up an easy dive, take him out of tower range. Even though they're able to like instantly teleport to respond, it's not enough because I just take him away from the teammate. I'm going to try and turn here. However, Cassiopeia gets the R out just in time, but Orianna is able to roam over to save Camille. So very huge for us in order to stop the bleeding. We're able to just get something on our side of the map that's just pure winning, rather than a potential even or losing trade. And now Cassiopeia is trying to push up too much, so we're gonna get another kill on the board, more money in our pockets, and slowly whittle down at this kill, this gold lead. We're gonna see something that's fun about Predator. Predator Jhin, just gonna be able to run at him with 4-shot. Yeah, a lot of counterplay there. Not like I can say much, but you know, Predator is a fun rune. Highly recommend it. I don't know how broken it's gonna be, but I know Olaf's looking for these raptors, so I drag them into this here. I don't want to give him anything else, so I'm just gonna hide that as much as possible. You know, at this point, our third dragon's coming up. We want to be there in time. Want to make sure this fight goes perfectly, or else because if we lose this fight, then that's gonna start their snowball. So I want to make sure I do anything I can to win this fight. We have the pride here, so maybe we can just get a cloth armor. Make sure I'm a little stronger against a lot of the AD they have on their team. So I'm gonna try and bait out Olaf's ult here. We catch him out a little bit, chunk him a bit, but he's not gonna bite, obviously. Why would he? So now at this point, we have dragon control, but they can walk in with Olaf Graves. However, we're going to catch Graves on the side here. We see him walking up. Camille has to flank on him. So we're immediately going to just try and jump on him, make sure he's dead, because at this point my team's getting run down by the Jhin ult and Olaf. So we had to burn both ults to make sure this guy is dead. And now, I mean, we've seen a bunch of mistakes from enemy team though. Top lane has just been gapped. Olaf hasn't been amazing objectives. I've kind of been catching every single one so far. However, he has the opportunity to take this one here. Cassiopeia has a few random deaths here and there, if you've seen. Janna could have not been charge shoving the wave as she was early game, just hugging around this area. This way Olaf can use his lead to just force the bot, because as I mentioned earlier with the Yone. And then now you're going to see what Double Lift does. So he's part of Jhin, he's feeling himself, he wants to find an extra kill, even though they could just go to Dragon and like take the small wins, but he wants a little more. He does not get it. He gets slowed down. And now these guys are completely fucked. They're confused. They don't know what to do. They're not going to get Dragon in time. And look at this positioning. I mean, I never left in the area. I need to make sure I have to like at least 50-50 this. Yone was mid. He's going to come around this area. Camille is coming around from just killing Jhin. And now we have a fight on all fronts. And it's very hard for them to just, they have to go for a 50-50 at this point. Jen is going down. I take away with the smite. I'm able to hit those every day, of course, every time in the week, moment I ever miss. And then we're gonna get the shutdown and Olaf too. So the game is completely broken open at this point. and it's looking really good for us because a lot of those early dragons that I got were able to, all the early objectives end up mattering a lot, taking the small wins, finding opportunities to just continue getting back into this game despite the early loss. And now we're on Soul Point. We tried to limit test for this tower a little bit. We're gonna chase down, but however, I have other ideas. Just immediately pop Predator, ult Graves. I know he's gonna die to that. I don't have the auto range, so I have to Q. But however, Camille's gonna go down to Jhin. I want to try and 1v1 this, but obviously at a certain point I feel like I can't, so I happy feet around that W. And unfortunately it's a bit of a loss for us. We do lose the shutdown, but it's been a limit test in terms of like, can we get that tower? Could be worse. In the bot lane, Yon took the tower, however, Jhin stopped us back with a W, so they're able to kill him. However, now Cat's gonna try and find this pink ward, but not respecting our timers, he's gonna get killed here as well. And now we're gonna see the NA teleport come out as well. Graves can't save him, obviously, now he's just gonna die. And now Olaf's coming in, he's gonna try and salvage this play. Gets 1 kill, gets 2 kills. I waste ult because when you're playing against Olaf, you always want to click on him. I typically don't, but I need to start doing that. Just click on Olaf when his ult's running. Make sure you know it's out before you press R, because otherwise you're just gonna waste it. But thankfully Orianna has damage to kill him. Now at this point, I'm just trying to continue farming up as much as I can. Olaf still has a lot of gold. And now we're going to see some NA plays. We have no vision in this area. Absolutely none. We see Janna walking up here, so Camille decides to go in. And now this game's potentially thrown. Because they still have a lot of power on the team if they set up objectives first. They can threaten our Baron. However, Jin's acting a little cocky here. He wants to get this minion wave. He was up here over a little bit earlier. I just trying to test the waters a little bit, seeing how he's walking. But he's walking back in. He doesn't seem to respect that I'm Skarner and have Flash with Nimbus Cloak. So he's not even going to be able to react to it. He just, he has Flash, but I caught him sleeping. So another throw from Doublelift, and yeah, Janna's going to die for it too. And now the game's completely fucked for blue team. It's complete disaster. They lose their Baron opportunity. They lost their third Dragon opportunity because of some dumb ints. And now the only way they win this is if we manage to in somehow. I almost do. I kind of expect Cassiopeia's damage here. She's going to even flash in, but however, Zerat's ult's going to save me, potentially the game even. Make sure her lead does not get touched. And now they're in such an awkward position, because like, it looks like we could fight here. It looks like it's a potential angle to try and go in on these guys. However, 3 of our members are low. Dragon's up in 45 seconds. Do we want to do a potential NA throw and give up Baron and our window for Dragon Soul? I don't think so. We're just gonna back off here, spend their money, take the first back, because not everyone has the back. Camille and Orianna are gonna just walk their dragon, keep that pressure, keep them from walking in while the rest of us back and get our money. I have my pure core at this point. Sunder demands Lucidities. And now they have to fight us for soul, so we have established a bit of pressure here. We have Camille on the flank. However, Graves is going to be able to push out the mid waves, and Yon's not here. So Olaf's going to look to just go in here. However, he's doing it by himself, and Orianna still has Flash, so she's going to be able to survive for now. Camille's going to come on the flank, disrupt them a little bit with Yon. However, they're going to play pretty well, force as little thing as possible. I ult Olaf over here, try and get as much damage as possible. The mages are able to take him out, and Orianna gets a huge ult, and that's going to be the game at this point. That basically guarantees both objectives for us. It's Dragon Soul, Baron, and now there is no hope. Had they just taken the objectives they could, not try and get greedy, it could have been a bit different. We might have lost some fights. But just showing you guys the importance of small wins, staying calm in situations when you're behind very early, just understanding what's possible, making smart plays, you know, just Finding all those objectives were super clutch because it gives us this strong window of opportunity to just win the game because we have the Dragon Soul right and ready. And now at this point, we just exert as much pressure as possible. I can't really get in because it's Cassiopeia still. I don't have flash, but it doesn't really matter. All we have to do is just use our pressure to get these objectives. They can't really walk in on us anymore because we have the Infernal Soul. Oriana's really big. Our Xerath has a lot of damage. And at this point, I've actually caught up in gold with all that. Finally, after all these objectives being taken, after all these kills, only now I'm catching up in gold. So, kind of just puts into perspective like how bad it can be in an early game. Kind of hoping someone's gonna walk in here. However, no one's going to. It's gonna wait too long. Don't want to stay on the map too long without my team. And now bot lane's gonna agree one more time, try and get this wave when we're all up. However, we're just gonna outplay him here. So Janna's gonna get stunned. I pop the Predator, flash, R, and yeah. By his own admission, I am just the better player. Not much you can do about it. I mean, I pressed 3 buttons. I mean, you know, just challenger level plays all around. What can you say? Anyway, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you guys all next time.